1 second.
Someone just commented already, am I first?
Hello. All right, I can't scoot over anymore. There. Hey guys. Sam with The Blind Life. I'm here with Skylar.
Hi.
We are going to be announcing the winner of the 10K giveaway. I need to remember to look over here because that's where the camera is. We're using the iPad to live stream today. So, I'm going to turn off.
Low vision specialist in Maryland, Virginia said, hey, Sam and Skylar.
Hey.
That's my name.
Low vision specialist. I wonder if that's Barry. Hey guys. All right. So we're going to be announcing the winner of the 10K giveaway. Where's our prize? Can you grab it? If you remember, this is the grand prize. It's going to be the Looky 5 digital magnifier, handheld 5-inch digital magnifier, brought to us by the amazing people at Irie AT. Go check them out. When this goes out on YouTube, I'll put a link in the description, but you can just search irieat.com. You should be able to find them there. So the winner gets the Looky 5 and also gets to pick out a Blind Life t-shirt or hoodie or pop socket, whatever you want. Let me know. Once again, we're going to announce the winner here in a second. We're going to randomly pick a winner. The winner will have about a week or so to get in touch with me. Just send me an email, theblindlifesam@gmail, all one word, theblindlifesam@gmail. Send me an email with your address, mailing address, as well as what shirt you want, what size you want, and what color. And if you want a men's or a women's shirt or a child's youth shirt, just let me know, or hoodie or pop socket or whatever you want. Just let me know in the email and I will get it sent out to you right away.
They're pretty cool.
Yes. Okay, shall we do this?
Yes.
I want to thank, of course, everybody who left a comment and liked the video and all of that. Big thank you to you guys. We got over 130 something comments. That's awesome. So great. That was awesome. It's going to make it hard to choose.
Someone commented, one, I can't do the Facebook thing. And two, someone commented, I'm guessing they meant I liked your shirt, but
awesome.
I guess they didn't. And then they said thanks.
Okay.
And a smiley face.
That's no problem, no problem. Thank you very much for liking the shirts. I love it too. It's been very popular. A lot of people like this shirt. And you guys sending me pictures or in email or to Facebook. Facebook page is The Blind Life Sam. That's awesome. I love seeing the pictures of you guys rocking the Blind Life t-shirts. That's great. So thank you very much. Keep those coming. Okay, so the way we're going to choose the winner is I have put all the comments onto a Word document. As I said, there were 130 something. I was going to print them all out and cut them out individually and put them in a giant fish bowl or something and have my lovely assistant here draw them out. But when I put it into the Word document, it was going to be over 36 pages. And so I was like, you know how expensive printer ink is these days. So we're switching it up. We're going to do it on the computer. So let's rearrange. Let me scoot back.
Okay. Someone's going to buy a shirt, so thank you, A.UBIE. It's going to be great. You're going to love it.
Awesome. Yeah. Skylar's answering comments. So if you guys have any questions.
Rotsy Girl said, hey, Skylar. Hey. Oh, wait, that's Emma. I think that's Emma.
Hey.
Hey, Emma.
One of Skylar's friends is on here. Okay, so let's turn this so that they can see the TV as well. Yep, you sit here. I'm going to sit off to the side. Skylar's going to kind of lean in, but don't block me. I'm the star.
Okay. Yep. So.
All right, so we have all of them lined up. Can they see the screen? You can even pull it out some. Just so they can get an idea. I'll let you scoot in.
Your face.
What?
You got it.
stoic.
Oh, I was looking at a comment that didn't make sense, but it's fine.
Okay, so can you see me?
Go to the left.
There we are.
Here, I'll just. There, never seen.
Okay, so you can tell we're professionals, right? So we are going to ask Google to pick a random page. As I said, we have 36 pages here. So Google is going to pick a number between 1 and 36. And then we're going to go to that page. And then we will have Google pick a number between 1 and 4 or 5 or however many comments are on that page. And that will... What are you doing?
Sorry, there's a piece that doesn't.
Okay, that will determine the winner, okay? Also, I should mention that we're actually going to pick, off camera, we're going to pick two alternate winners. Just in case the actual winner doesn't get back to us or maybe declines the awesome gift, whatever that may be, we're going to have two backups, just in case. Okay, so here we go. Drum roll, please. Let me go back to Google. Okay. Okay, Google. And of course, it's not going to work. Okay, Google. Pick a number between 1 and 36. Oh. 28.
All right, page 28 we go.
Okay, so scroll down here. You can scroll down to 28. And the page is going to be the yes. Okay.
Should I read our options?
Now, how many do we have on here?
4.
4. Okay. So we have 4 chances here. Okay, Google. Ah.
Sorry, one of them lives in Madagascar.
That's okay. There was no conditions, so. Okay, Google. Oh, are you not answering me? Everybody's like, Siri rocks. That's why. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
Sure.
All right.
Here it comes.
2.
2.
All right. Dina Autry. She said, "Congrats, Sam. Thanks for all you do for us." So, Dina Autry. You won.
Dina, awesome. Congratulations. Yay!
Brian said, "Nice monitor."
Yes, thank you. Check out my last video. I talked about the monitor in my last video.
And hi, Sabrina. Thank you for tuning in. She commented something.
Awesome.
Saying, "Hi, I love your videos. Love, Sabrina."
Awesome. Thanks, Sabrina. Okay, so Dina Autry, as I said, you have 1 week or so to contact me and through the email and let me know your email address. I mean, not your email, your mailing address, the shirt size, what you want, all of that good information, and I will get this sent out to you right away. Congratulations. And thank you once again, guys. Thank you so much. Everybody, all the love and support and tuning in each week to watch my weird looking face on YouTube. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. So we'll see. We'll answer a couple questions and then we're going to get out of here. Just a quick video, quick live stream. Does anybody else have any questions?
Any questions? R. Chamberlain said, "Love your site, Sam."
Thank you.
A.UBIE clapped once again. You're pretty great.
Cool.
J.R. Bjornson said congratulations and keep rocking out what you do.
Awesome. Thanks,
Hey,
JR. J.R. Bjornson. He's old schooler. He's been on the long time ago we did a video with JR. Go check out his site, everybody.
There you go, Skylar. There's one on there.
All right, Sabrina Menton. When was your birthday? You said last week. Your birthday was this week?
Yes, my birthday was last Wednesday, the 24th of October. It's 1 week before Halloween, which has always been a great time to have a birthday growing up because I had a birthday and then 1 week later I got to go trick-or-treating. So we had a bit of a weird week. We had some people sick in the house and a very busy schedule with school and work and things like that. But I did get to go out with some friends this past weekend and had a great time. Some amazing people, and they helped raise our spirits. And actually, I should show you guys some awesome stuff that they gave me.
Yeah.
You answer comments.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Any questions that I can answer? R. Burns Wallace 2226 said, "How are you and your family, Matt?" I don't know if you're talking to someone in the comments or us, but we're doing good. Okay. Patrick Olson asked, "Did you struggle to get started on YouTube?"
We'll have Daddy answer that.
Yeah, you'll have to answer that. But I do know that he
Can't find my stuff.
he started with it's on the coffee table. He started out with a channel called Mobile Tech Videos and started out with that, not doing anything blind related, but just technology related. And then kind of moved on to The Blind Life, and it's just been growing since then.
Yes.
Oh, JR has a question for me.
Okay.
What is it like having a father who can only see a little bit? We actually did a video on this. It was really long ago. Really quick. Ernesto Maloro said, "Did you know that Stephen King also had Stargarts?"
Get out of here. That's awesome.
Yeah, but we made a video on this like a couple years ago, but it's pretty fine, I guess. Like we do everything, and we do everything pretty normal. I don't really think it's that different.
Yeah, one thing we talked about is how this is just the normal for the kids of people with vision impairment. So it's strange on the outside looking in, but to the kids, that's just the way it's always been. You know, it's perfectly normal as far as, like, I was visually impaired before she came along, so she's grown up with it, and so we ask, you know, what's it like, but it's just like normal everyday life for them. So.
Alright, A.UBIE asked if there was anyone else in the family that has Stargarts. His sister, my aunt, also has Stargarts, a little bit worse than his.
Yes.
But that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so check out the stuff that they gave me. So they gave me some. I need to lift it up.
Here, I can show it.
Okay. This is a chef's hat with the Blind Life logo on it. They also gave me a couple aprons, kitchen aprons, with the Blind Life logo. 2 of those. A toboggan with the logo on it. Which actually, now that I think about this, it may be illegal that they stole my logo and put it on a bunch of stuff without my permission. Copyright. And then on some dish towels, the logo. It wasn't upside down.
Yeah.
You guys understand. And then they also gave me this really cool cutting board. It's a glass cutting board, and underneath they put the logo, so you see the logo through the glass cutting board. I almost want to frame it like it's an award, you know. they give out awards set in crystal, and that's kind of how I felt, you know. It was really awesome. So
Yeah.
super cool friends that did this for me. I
Alright,
really
yeah.
appreciate that.
2 questions.
All right.
Okay, one is again by JR, and he asked, will you ever vlog? He's done some sort of vlogs.
JR's much better at the vlogging than I am. I stumble over words too much. You guys wouldn't believe how much I cut out when I edit. I cut out a lot of the ums and the ahs, and usually, I mentioned this before in another video, that when I'm recording a video, I will think of something to say. Like, I'll say, "This is a toboggan that my friends gave me." And then I'll pause, and then I'll think of the next thing I'm going to say. "It's really warm and cozy." And then I'll cut out that pause. And so it makes me sound super articulate and like I can just flow. Like, so you guys don't know that, it's behind the scenes, but with vlogging you can't really do that. You have to be able to articulate, and I'm not so good at the articulation.
All right, next question.
But maybe. Go ahead.
Well, Andrea did say that the cutting board and the toque, I'm not sure what that means, but the cutting board is really cool, she says. Yeah.
Yes.
Vincent Grosso says, "I think you should start podcasting. You should join up with Derek from Life After Sight Loss."
Yeah, we talked about that. I'd have to get a whole bunch of new equipment, which I don't know if the family would like that. But Yeah, Derek and I talked about that. We are definitely doing a podcast coming up soon. I think we're scheduled to do it early November, so it will probably be out about a week or so after that. You guys can check with him to find out the schedule for that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, a little while ago, someone asked if you use a blind cane all the time or just sometimes, and he also really enjoys the new stuff.
A long cane.
A long cane.
A long cane. No, I don't use the cane for navigation. It's more for investigation or identification. That's what I always say. Because if I'm walking along and I come up to a curb and I'm not sure how deep the curb is or how deep the step is, that's where I need the cane. I tap and I figure it out, and then I go on. And then I use it for identification, like I said, so people see me and they know that I have a vision impairment and they can watch out for me, so to speak. Like people on bikes.
Andrea did help correct me. She said that the toku, or the TOQUE, is hat. She's from Canada, so she's very Canadian.
This hat right here, the chef hat?
Who knows?
Or the...
And then JR, I'm guessing the toboggan.
Toboggan.
The, JR asked how you get sponsorships, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I said, do you have any advice on how to get sponsorships for some of the equipment you review? Everything I do, I have purchased with my own money, like my new GoPro Hero 7. Review what that coming soon.
Yeah. Sorry if we don't cover your question. They disappear after like 2 seconds, so it's hard for me to see.
JR asked about getting sponsorships for equipment, and there's lots of videos out there, JR, covering that subject. I just kind of followed suit with them. I do a lot of networking at conferences and talking to companies there and kind of promoting myself that way. Send out emails, get yourself a proposal letter, write up a big old proposal letter that outlines what you want, what you're going to do with it, you know, that you can also update with your subscriber count, your daily views, that sort of thing. And then you can kind of customize that per company and send it out. But it is a lot of beating the pavement, I think is what they used to call it. Sending out the emails and stuff.
I think it was JR again. He asked how you... Do you see, Mommy, what it says about
he's going to Toronto soon, and he's asking for help at the airport. But what do you do when it comes to traveling on a plane? Do you need help?
Traveling on a plane or through an airport. Yeah, that's the main place that I use my cane. I take my cane. When I get to the airport, I go in and I check in where you check your bags and that sort of thing, get your ticket. I tell them immediately, I'm going to need help getting to the gate. Can anybody help me? And they're always super friendly, nice, and happy to help. Sometimes you do have to wait for SkyCap, I think is what they're called, to come help you. But they will take you right through security, so that's a plus. You get to skip the lines in security, and they'll take you all the way to your gate, sit you right there at the gate. They will help you onto the plane if you need it. They'll help you find your seat. If you have to change planes, oftentimes I will tell the flight attendant on the plane, say, you know, I need to change planes at the next airport. Can somebody be waiting for me? Or you can even set that up when you got your ticket in the first place at the baggage check. And just don't be afraid to ask for help. Everybody is there to help you. They have people that are specifically paid. It's their job to help. So don't be afraid to help. You know, if you need to use the bathroom, you need to go get something to eat, just let them know, and they'll walk you through that whole process.
R. Burns Wallace, I think, basically kind of commented saying how he loves your videos, and he has light sensitive photophobia, I think he said, in one of his eyes. A woman she cares for had Stargarts, not Starbarts. So someone commented,
Someone said, what if I'm embarrassed to use mine?
Embarrassed to use your cane. That is very common, and it happens to all of us, and I still get embarrassed, especially I take it to this fast food place right next to my work, and I like to use it there because I can't read the menu, so it helps when I'm dealing with the person. They know why I can't read the menu and why I'm asking for help. But when I'm waiting for my food, I'm standing there holding a cane, and I know everybody in the restaurant is looking at me. People walking by me, I can see them look at me, and it is still embarrassing, even though, you know, it's so helpful. it still does get embarrassing. And that, unfortunately, will never go away. It does get easier, but you just kind of have to overcome that. As I've said, as Casey has said on her channel, the goods definitely outweigh the negatives for using the cane. So give it a shot, you know, try and then start slow. You know, you don't have to go cane all day at first.
There should be a shirt.
Yeah, all cane all day.
So, Feet on the Ground Flying said, I'm a human cane/guide dog and menu reader.
So are you, right, Skylar?
Yeah, I got several of those in my family.
And then R. Burns Wallace 2226 said, I love listening to your videos as I'm blind and I'm a white cane, long cane user that only have light perception as I suffer from photophobia sensitivity to lights. I am fully blind.
Awesome. Well, thank you for watching the show or listening to the show.
A.U.B.I.E. I'm just going to call you Abby.
Yeah.
She commented, how long have you known you've had Stargardts?
I found out at age 11. My sister was diagnosed about 2 years before I was. She's about two or 3 years older than me. And she was diagnosed first, and then so they knew to keep an eye out for me, and sure enough, at age 11, I was diagnosed.
Yeah. Michael Luttrell commented, what advice can you give about being visually impaired and working at a regular job? He doesn't necessarily work at a regular job, I would say, because everyone...
But he used to.
But I have. I've had several regular jobs, and Michael, that could be a whole video right there, that topic, and I should get with Derek and maybe some other YouTubers and talk and do a whole video about that. Once again, don't be afraid to ask. If you need help, you need accommodations, don't be afraid to ask for it. As long as you're doing your job and doing it the best of your ability, you don't have anything to worry about as far as what other people think. If someone else has a problem, that's their problem, and they can go deal with it somewhere else. Just stick with it, you know.
Yeah. JR commented, what is the coolest technology you ever viewed? I really enjoyed the camera with OCR at the market.
Yeah, the coolest technology.
And Arlie Ray liked that video idea.
It was not the highest tech, but maybe we're shooting on the iPad right now, and I have the iPad attached to a chair by using the modular hose system.
We love the modular hose.
We love this thing, and check out my video. I'll put a link in the description, but the modular hose system for iPads and iPhones and all that, awesome. I love this thing. We use it all the time.
Arburns Wallace again asked, what apps do you use to help you?
I use the assistants, Google and Siri. I have an iPad and I have an Android phone, so I have both. Seeing AI, KNFB Reader, just a camera. Just a camera. Using that to take a picture and zoom in, that works as well. Let's see, what else? I have a whole playlist of what's on my phone for Android. If you want to check that out on my channel, you can look at that. Lots of cool apps I've done videos about in there.
All right, we have a lot of comments coming in.
What about Hope Fitzwater? She said, what made you want to make videos? And by the way, I love your videos. They're so helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Hope. I was making videos for the tech channel, as Skylar said, and I did a couple reviews of accessible apps and features of phones, and I got a lot of positive reviews about that, or positive comments, and so that prompted me to search for channels on vision impairment. And at the time, 5 years ago, there wasn't a lot out there. It's really blown up now, but so I thought, you know what, I'll start my own channel and try and get some information out there, and that's basically how it started.
Yeah. Okay, so
R. Burns wants to know what apps you use to help you.
We answered that.
yeah, he's Feet on the Ground Flying. I like that name, by the way.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Commented, back in the 1970s, they thought my friend was neurotic. She had Stargardts. Thank God for modern technology. Makes things easier, allows more independence.
Amen.
How about Emily's World?
Yeah. So Emily's Word said, I'm a visually impaired girl who is turning 20, already have a visually impaired boyfriend who is turning 21. What advice can you give for two visually impaired people who are in their 20s?
That's a big question too. Just
you can talk about your sister, that she's married to a visually impaired
Yeah, my sister is has Stargardt's as well, and her vision's worse than mine. And she met a guy at the School for the Blind, where she was doing training for the Business Enterprise program. She lives down in Alabama, and they fell in love and got married. And so they're two visually impaired people making it in the world. I have a good friend that I went to the School for the Blind with in high school, and he married a girl who was totally blind, and they have 2 or 3 kids. They both have guide dogs, and they have kids, and they do it just perfectly. So it's definitely very possible. Just know what you want and go for it. I mean, there's not really much more to it.
Okay. So, Feeling Ground Flying said Zoom text for computers.
Yes.
Obby said, are there things you didn't think you wouldn't be able to do, or you thought when you were really, sorry, I'm gonna repeat that. Are there things you didn't think you would be able to do, or you thought would be really difficult to do when you were diagnosed?
Well, like I said, I was 11, so not really. And Stargardt's is very slow progressing, at least my version, the one I have. So I was just being a kid. You know, I rode my bike, I rode a skateboard, we went out in the woods and we built forts and we got into trouble, and I had girlfriends, and I rode the bus with my buddies, and we just had a normal life. As I got older, of course, I can say that when I was a kid, I wanted to grow up and be either an archaeologist because I loved Indiana Jones, or I wanted to be a long haul trucker. And so that obviously didn't work out. So that's one of the things that I thought I could do when I was a kid, and it turned out I wasn't going to be able to. But other than that, like I said, especially with technology these days, there isn't much we can't do.
Jim Meyer just said it's a yellow, and it has, I think he donated $10.
He did.
What? Thanks, Jim.
Says this is for lunch on me as a modest thank you for all you do for the VIP community. I share your channel every chance I can. Your positivity is awesome. Shout out to your family for being supportive.
Well, shout out to you, Jim.
Awesome, Jim. Thank you.
Yeah, you're great. Okay. J.R. Bjornson said, video idea, how are you at bowling? I think we have done a video on that.
I have a video on that, JR. Thank you. And I'm awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Although Skylar killed me last time we went.
Yeah.
I think you had the bumpers up, though, which kind of doesn't count.
I don't think I did. Okay. Vincent Grosso said, well, actually, Ted Atwell asked if you read Braille. He does not.
I do not read Braille. I never learned.
Vincent Grosso said you should do a Chromebook Next and review that for accessibility. I bought one, did not like it, but it is not horrible.
Yeah, first of all, it's great to hear.
It's hard to navigate sometimes.
It's great to hear all these names that I read in the comments when I'm answering comments, so that's awesome. I have people ask me that, or recommend I try this certain piece of technology a lot, and I appreciate that. The problem is I've got to try and get my hands on that, and Google is not super keen on donating things to me yet. I'm still trying to crack that nut.
You should tell them too that usually they're not donated to you, they're loaned to you.
Yeah, and usually they're not donated. Rachel, my wife, said, yeah, they're not donated, they're loaned. So I do my best to try and fulfill these requests, but oftentimes, like a Chromebook, I don't know how expensive those are, but chances are I'm not going to be able to get my hands on one without contacting the company, but we'll try.
Okay.
Did you see Gerard Lowe?
Yes. I'm going to read in a second. There's some we haven't answered.
Okay.
Are you looking forward to self-driving cars?
Yes, definitely. Some people are scared of them, but I'm like, yes, bring it on. And flying cars.
Arburns Waldos 2226 said blind and visually impaired people rule.
Yes, we do.
Alexia Bell said my partner is blind. Her name is Natasha. She probably uses her cane every day. She even jogs with it. Never be embarrassed by your cane.
Yes, perfect.
Sorry. Emily's World said my boyfriend and I have optic nerve hypoplasia, so our vision will stay stable.
That's good.
Gerard Lowe said, you're awesome. I checked your site a few months back. My mom was wet macular and has recently been registered blind. What kind of headset that is cheap could you guys recommend? Thanks again.
Headset, like for music.
I'm not sure.
Derek Daniel did a video about a headset. You can check.
Life after sight loss.
Yeah, Derek Daniel, Life After Sight Loss.
Life after sight loss.
That's his jingle. It is now. You better pay us for that, Derek. So go check out his channel. I just use.
He said to read and see.
To read and see.
Oh, like a
wearable device.
Yeah.
I see. I get this question a lot too. People tell me what they have and then they ask what would work best for them. And I wish it were that cut and dry, that black and white, but it's not.
Black and white contrast.
Everybody is different. So,
Funny.
you know, what works for me isn't necessarily going to work for someone else. As I said, my sister has Stargardt's. We are siblings, but her vision is way different than my vision. So, the best thing I can recommend is just try them out. You can watch my videos to get an idea of what features they have and what they look like and, you know, and the price and all that. But really just getting your hands on a pair is going to be the best bet, the best option. And give them a call. They oftentimes will do demos in your area or nearby, or you can go to a trade show or convention, conference, and try it out there.
Yep. R. Burns Wallace said, I use the apps Tap Tap See and Be My Eyes.
Yes, I've tried both of those.
Oh, this is a good one. What are your biggest challenges when you are eating in a restaurant that is not very well lit, and how do you handle it?
The biggest challenge for me is definitely seeing what I'm eating. Reading the menu, I can't do that really.
Yeah.
My wife or my kids will read it for me. If I'm feeling adventurous, I'll pull out the phone and try and use KNFB Reader or Seeing AI, something like that. But it is seeing the people at the table around me and seeing my food. I don't see well in low light. I need a lot of light. This big bright light we've got right here, this light on my desk, I love it. I need all this extra light. So when it's in low light, I am just blind as a bat. So
Literally.
Seeing people around the table, reaching, not knocking over my glass, you know, things like that. If it's a dark table and they bring you a glass or a dark cup, you can ask for a white napkin so that you can put your cup on top of that, and it gives you some contrast that you know where your cup is. And of course, you always want to slide up to it. You don't want to just reach out for it. You slide on the table up to the glass. But that's about it, really. Seeing the people around me. And it's hard to hold a conversation with somebody when you can't see them very well. And I'm sure everybody in this room can relate to that.
Remington Howell said, hey, from North Carolina.
Hey, North Carolina, that's where I'm from.
NC.
Yeah, NC. I'm from Raleigh originally, born and raised.
Okay. Emily's World said, can you please do a video on voiceover for MacBooks, because next week I'm getting one.
I will do my best. We actually have a Mac computer at work, and I have been avoiding it like the plague because I am not very good with Macs, but I need to be better. I need to learn it, so maybe this will spur me on doing that. So.
Feet on the Ground Flying said, Sue, the woman I care for, raised 2 gorgeous girls, has grandkids, and did it all with Stargardt's. As you said, slowly deteriorates. The kids/grandkids grow up being slightly more empathetic to others.
Yes, we talked about that as well.
Yeah. Jared Bjornsson said, buy a Chromebook at Best Buy, then make a review on it, and return it and say you got the wrong one.
Oh, JR.
Seriously, don't do that.
Yeah, he said seriously.
Yeah, I know. That's a good one, JR.
Oh, R. Burns Wallace said, I lost my eyesight because of a brain hemorrhage from a terrorist attack.
Oh, goodness.
Hope Fitzwater again said, I have thought of being an O&M major, but I'm concerned due to me not being able to drive. Is it possible to be visually impaired and an O&M, or should I give it up completely? Never give up.
Yes.
Like, you can always figure stuff around it. Sorry, I'm kind of taking over this, but you can always figure stuff around it. But I would just never give up on a certain aspect you want, and if you want that goal, just go for it. And then if driving does have a speed bump, no pun intended, but if that is a speed bump in the road, then you just have to work around it, I say.
Yeah, there's got to be a way.
I don't know what OP is either.
OMM?
Or in O&M.
Orientation and mobility.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely you could do it. It is a lot of driving though, you're right, so you have to figure that one out, but if you're determined, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Be like Tommy and get a driver.
I think personally I would prefer to learn from someone that was using the tools also. So
We have a lot of Canadians on here. Gerard Lowe said, "Okay, I will, and thank you. It's the first time I even knew there were devices. I will check out your videos and review, and thanks for being awesome."
awesome, thanks.
Arlie Ray said, "Do you know or use the clock system for knowing where your food is?"
Yeah, we talk about that a lot at work when we're working with families of visually impaired people. We introduce that concept to them. When you hand a plate to someone who's blind, you want to call out where all the food is, and it's the easiest thing is to use a clock face. So your chicken's at 3 o'clock, your peas are at 12 o'clock. We also recommend using segmented plates. That helps out a lot, whether it's plastic or paper plates. You can put your chicken in one segment and then your peas in another and your mashed potatoes in one, and that way you're not chasing those peas all around the plate because they're nice and contained in that little segment.
Yeah. J.R. Bjortson said, "How do you deal with having to pay debit, also known as interaction? Do you have digital purses? Do you make digital purchases at a store, or do you still use actual money?" Rarely uses actual money.
Rarely use actual money, and that's the bane of my existence, JR. I can't stand those things, and
when there's a swipe or chip, I do it for them sometimes.
If family members are with me, I just hand the card to them and they do it. If I'm by myself, I just tell the people, I said, I can't see well enough to use the machine, can you help me? And they will. It drives me crazy that every single place has gotten rid of the ability for the cashier to do it on the register. They always have to walk around and come use it on the machine. I don't understand that. I want the old days where we had the little shink thing that you put your card on and it made the carbon copy. Maybe I should start carrying one of those around with me and just have them do it.
Hey from Toronto, Canada. Hey.
Toronto.
Do you use a portable CCTV? I find it useful. Yes.
Yes, I've got a little Ruby from Freedom Scientific, the Ruby XL HD. I did a video review of it. That's my own personal one. I don't use it as much as I should, though. I need to be better about that.
Yeah. Patrick Olson said, "Do you?" Sorry, we just went over that. Remington Howell said, "Gatorade for the Helen Keller Walk and Run in Clayton." Not sure what that means.
Remington Howell. That's quite a name. That's like fancy. I like it.
Feet on the Ground Flying said, "We're in Adelaide, South Australia." Ooh,
wow.
Love your channel. South Australia. Tell us how it is.
It's hot.
Probably, or well, dry. I bet.
Dry. Yeah.
According to Doug, that's his name. According to Doug, "Hey Sam, absolutely love your channel. I'm buying a new 55-inch TV. I've seen your video on your new Samsung monitor. I'm torn between getting a Samsung or a Vizio. Any advice?"
No, I don't. Just check the reviews of both. I've heard good things about the Vizio. According to Doug, I've seen him. He's left comments before. Yeah, just check the reviews, and then I'm such a cheapskate. I go for price too, so weigh that into the deciding factor.
R. Burns Wallace said, "I am from Manchester, England, United Kingdom."
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. What time is it there right now?
I don't know. Feet on the Ground Flying said, "In Australia, we say vision impaired." We do too. We say visually
impaired, yeah.
Or blind.
Some people say sight impaired.
Yeah. Arlie Ray said, "I'm a rehab counselor and mental health counselor without driving." So that's the one about O&M.
Yeah.
I love what you just said. Akil Ryan from Trinidad. He said that like a couple minutes ago, so I'm not sure what we were
Awesome.
talking about.
Whatever I said, great. Thank you.
I like this one. Michael Luttrell said, "I put real tree duck camo and Hunter orange duct tape on my cane." I love that.
Yeah, that's great.
Devin Singh, I think, said, "Have you tried Aria?"
I tried it at a conference, the ACB conference in St. Louis. I got to do a little demo, and I kind of gave the guy a hard time just messing with him. Not in a bad way, I made him look up my YouTube channel and tell me how many subscribers I had.
Nice. Nice.
But it was kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about it. I saw a lot of people there using it, walking around the crowds and stuff. I don't know. I'm holding my opinion out until I get my hands on it and use it for real.
Yeah. Amber Franklin said hi from the UK again.
Hi, Amber.
All new feet on the ground flying. All new Australian notes have braille dots on each, so the blind can tell which note is which. Progressive.
Yes, Australia. Maybe it's Australia. I think it is Australia. Has the very colorful banknotes, and I love that. And I think they might even be different sizes.
I think they are.
And I'm like, why? Come on, America.
We just have the ridges. That's it.
Well, for the coins, but I mean,
yeah, but for the money, we don't.
For the bills, they all look exactly the same. They all feel exactly the same. Come on now, get with it, America.
Emily's World said, I live in British Columbia, Canada.
Awesome.
Dolores Dempsey said, hey from Owenton, Kentucky.
Hey.
Apparently, in the guy who said it, Manchester, Britain.
Yeah.
It's 12:50 a.m.
Oh, okay. Wow. Sorry to keep you up.
Feet on the ground flying, the Australia, she said, getting nice and warm. Does mom and dad like wine? Great wine here.
Oh. Yeah.
According to Doug,
Yeah.
said nothing wrong being a cheapskate, lol.
That's right.
Oh, there's someone from Louisville.
Louisville.
Aaron Howell.
Our neighbors.
Yeah. Patrick Olson said portable CCTV is good for dark restaurant.
Yeah, portable CCTV. You can also use your phone, turn the light on your camera on your phone. That works as well. But CCTV, yeah, the digital magnifiers work as better probably.
Remington Howell said, I'm visually impaired and hey, graduated from GMS for the blind 2011.
Get out of here.
That where you?
That's where I graduated. GMS 94. A little bit ahead of you.
Family Ground Flying said, yes, they're polymer notes. Bills.
Right, gotcha.
Emily's World sent a heart in the rainbow.
Awesome.
Amber Franklin said, I have nystagmus.
Nystagmus. That's
and
where your eyes shake.
In a very rare eye condition that affects my optic nerves. In England, I'm classed as severely sight impaired / blind and find technology really helpful in day-to-day life.
Somebody answer this when you guys in England. Do you have to go get registered, like at a certain point? I saw that when you have a baby, you have to go get the baby registered or something like that. I was wondering about vision impaired. Do you have to go register as sight impaired? You guys let me know.
Yeah. Jordan Jackson said, your videos are great. I'm going for genetic testing for my RP next week. Very excited.
Awesome. Good luck.
Feet on the Ground Flying said, I'm a he, by the way. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry. Gunnar Crispin said, you saved my life, you showed me eSight, and I finally got them. Congrats!
Good. I'm glad that worked for you.
Yeah. Our Burns Wallace said, the 10 or 12:50 a.m. guy said, I can't sleep. And in England, our 10-pound notes have braille.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Incidentally, I for a very short time in high school, I went with the nickname Gunner, but I could not pull it off.
Did anyone actually call you that, or
No,
you just called yourself
I called
that?
myself that for a while. It never caught on because I don't look like a gunner. You know, I'm not a. Somebody doesn't look at me and thinks, hey, that guy probably has a cool name like Gunner. So I'm like, okay, I'll just be Sam.
Gunnar Crispin sent a laughing emoji and a sweat. All right.
Hey, it's Rachel. You guys remember Rachel from Couples Q&A?
Hope Fitzwater said, how excited are you for the Jedi King?
Oh, I'm crazy excited for that. They sent out, you guys go check out the website, and I'll also, maybe on The Blind Life Facebook and Twitter and stuff, I'll also give a link to, they started a GoFundMe to help raise some money to really get this thing going. I'm really excited to see what the final product is. Fingers crossed they'll send me one to show you guys on a video.
Yeah. Any funny VIP moments / stories? I once walked up to a door and opened it for the nice gentleman walking toward me, only to realize it was my reflection, lol. I thanked myself and carried on. I love that for you.
No, I once called a lady a sir, and she said, sir? She was not happy about it.
Once when he
You got
was
the wrong car.
Yeah, when he was younger, he and his buddies like lived together. They went to Kroger or something, and
Grocery store around here.
yeah, Yeah, and then it was rain. It was like pouring rain, really dark outside. So he just ran in, grabbed whatever they needed or something, and came back out to the car. But unfortunately, it was dark. It's raining.
Yeah.
Cars, you know. And he opened the door and got into some random person's car.
Yeah.
So.
Once again, I can't see well at night, so I jumped in the running car that I thought it was, and it was some lady in the front seat. I got in the back, and she started screaming bloody murder, and she's like, no, like, I'm sorry. I made a video about that too, so I'm sure that's happened to a lot of people. I know it has.
Yeah. Amber Franklin said, I was registered as partially sight, then about 2 years ago I was registered as severely sight impaired / blind 2 years ago.
Okay.
Blind Man Death said, I'm visually impaired and I still ride my skateboard doing tricks.
Awesome.
Serena Merton asked, would you want to learn Braille?
I don't know. I don't know, and that's kind of a touchy subject for a lot of visually impaired people. I'm kind of in the camp of I'm just going to stick with technology and use technology if I need to read things. Stargardt's, with my vision impairment, I will never go completely blind. I think Braille is awesome. I think it's very useful. I know, especially if you're born blind, and for kids trying to learn how to read, someone told me that it's literally impossible for someone to learn how to read without Braille if they can't see. So, but for me, I don't think I would personally. But like I said, not stopping anyone else from doing that, from learning.
Yeah. J.R. Bjorn said you should do your wife's. I think he meant wife's.
Yeah, wife.
You should do your wife's makeup commentary. That would be hilarious. That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiona Ground Flying said it's 11:16 a.m. Tuesday. I'm from the future.
Oh. We got a future person.
Gunnar Crispin said you should go live more often. Your videos are great and I love your lives.
I know I should. I really do. And it's actually, this is actually much easier for me. I don't have to edit a video and all that stuff. So I really should do it more often.
I need to. I was gonna work on my.
Okay, yeah, I can't.
All right, I'm gonna take a leave. He'll still be going. So see you guys later.
Thanks.
Yeah, she needs to do homework.
Bye.
We'll do about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to jump off too, guys. So Rachel's going to sit in and answer or read some questions for us.
Okay, let's see.
Are we lined up?
Yeah, I think we're okay. Someone said, because of my visual impairment, I don't see faces. This is Vincent Grasso.
Okay.
I don't see faces. I tend to think people are a lot older than they really are. Has this happened to you?
I maybe think they're younger because I'm the same way. I can't see detail, and I can't see faces and things like that. But I kind of go on the body language, the voice a lot. I thought she was much younger the first time I talked to her on the phone before we met in person because she has a very youthful voice.
And he was excited about that, probably.
I was like, yeah. And then I found out, like, oh, no. So I probably think they're younger than they are.
Okay. Tassoon said, I get into random Ubers all the time, LOL.
Ubers are tough. You know what, and I mentioned this in my Lyft. I ride Lyft. Lyft is more common here in the city I live in. And I mentioned this in my video that I always send them a text message first and I say, I'm visually impaired. Can you tap the horn when you pull up? Because, and I know they have like the lights in the windows now, the colored lights, but that doesn't do anything for me. Especially if it's a place where a lot of people are getting picked up and there's a lot of cars. Definitely need them to
find you rather than the other way. Yeah. Someone said their funny story was they ran into someone who also had a white cane. I thought I was going to fall on the sidewalk and I felt so bad and awkward.
You guys didn't start dueling? That's what you have to do when you meet another blind person with a cane.
Hope Fitzwater said, to be honest, that she really struggled with Braille. And Gunnar Crispin said, I'm going to be honest, learning Braille is kind of hard to learn, but after 3 years I got it down.
Yeah, and I've heard, I had a Braille instructor, professor, tell me that it does take a couple years to get proficient. Skylar.
You should say about my necklace.
Skylar actually, speaking of Braille, at the ACB conference, there was a organization there, or a booth,
artist, yeah,
selling Braille necklaces. And I actually made a video about this. And Skylar got a necklace that in Braille it reads, I just farted, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I farted,
And my
right?
friend got turd.
And her friend got one that says turd on it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Okay, someone said, Josh Boykin said, I love your videos. I'm legally blind and find your videos very relatable. I especially love your assistive technology reviews.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh.
Okay, someone said it is optional in the UK if you want to be registered sight impaired or blind. But if you are registered, you get a free bus pass and rail card for free.
Okay, that was going to be my question. What are the benefits of getting registered?
So that's the benefit.
Yeah, cool.
Jim Meyer said, yes, please more live videos with a big smiley face.
All right.
Sarah Barth asked, has anybody ever asked you if you wanted to touch their face? Or said, oh, I bet you don't recognize my voice. Do you know who I am by my voice? I get some of that voice thing a lot.
No, I've never been asked to touch a face, and a lot of people, normal sighted 2020s, I call them normal people. That's a misconception that they think all blind people do that, and very rare people do it. But I have asked or gotten asked about the voice, and I usually do. I'm pretty good at recognizing people just by their voices, which I'm sure most of you guys are as well.
Yeah. P. Duffy83 USA said, I wanted to let you know that the zoom options on the Mac are far superior to the ones in Windows, so don't be discouraged from trying them. I switched to Mac 10 years ago and haven't looked back.
I don't know, P. Duffy. I may have to disagree with you.
I mean, 10 years ago they probably were.
Oh, 10 years ago, definitely.
But I don't know if they mean still now or not.
Yeah, with this latest update on Windows, the fall update and the spring one before that, they've really improved it. But I need to check it out.
Amber Franklin said, I use my iPhone to make menus bigger in restaurants so I can see it, but I do find that there are not many places that are equipped for visually impaired people.
No, and I ask, and Rachel can testify that I ask frequently if they have a large print menu, and nobody ever does. I think Cracker Barrel, here in the States, there's this old country restaurant called Cracker Barrel, and it's ridiculous, but they have amazing food. But they have large print and Braille menus.
And they're massive. It's like, boom, boom, here's your menu.
Yeah.
I think they probably do because it's a very popular restaurant with older people.
Yeah.
So they probably have a lot of older people with vision problems.
Yeah, but not a lot of other places do. It's very frustrating.
When we went to the American Council of the Blind National Convention, we were really impressed because we went to multiple restaurants around the hotel where they were having a convention, and they obviously were all prepared. They'd been told ahead of time, and they were very well prepared. They had lots of Braille, lots of low vision or large print menus, and were very well equipped for dealing with guide dogs and stuff too.
Yeah.
Gunnar asked if you have an Instagram. He does, but he never uses it. It's kind of...
I do. I have on YouTube it's The Blind Life, but everywhere else it's TheBlindLifeSam. So Instagram, TheBlindLifeSam, Facebook, Twitter, and yeah, I don't post on it very much. I'm terrible, guys. I'm really lazy at heart.
Well, Instagram is not the most low vision friendly app to use, which is part of the problem for you.
Plus, I just don't have an exciting life. You know, I'm not jet setting across the country and all this stuff. So I'll try and do better. We'll Instagram right now.
Vincent Grasso said he just wanted to say your family is a great family and happy Halloween. I hope you do more of these videos live. This was fun.
Awesome. Thank you, Vince. Yes, happy Halloween to all of you guys. My favorite holiday of all other than Christmas and my birthday, which is a holiday.
Sabrina said the question is if 2020 people are normal. Haha.
I know. As soon as I said that, I'm like, I shouldn't say that because that implies that we're not normal.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Amber also said in the UK you also get half price for one person if a sighted person goes with the sight impaired people. I'm assuming you mean like on the train or whatever. Yeah, that's cool. I think. Didn't someone tell you about that? Is it that way in Australia too? Don't you have a
Yeah, I've got a buddy.
Yeah, that was
Sam.
Sam. Rosie and Mocha said, love your videos. I've also had people not only ask if I want to feel their face, but also other parts of their body, which I will not mention.
What?
Bob Evans also has a large print and Braille menu, Sarah Barth said.
Oh, Bob Evans, okay.
Emily's World said the Olive Garden has Braille menus.
Olive Garden, all right.
Remington Howell says, Braille put him to sleep when I tried to learn it at school.
I can see that, yeah. Yeah. I played guitar a lot when I was younger, and I also worked in kitchens. So I don't know if my fingers would be sensitive enough anymore. They probably are. It's probably going back to normal now, but I don't know.
Justine said, are you going to buy a Tesla when they get full self-driving? We can't afford a Tesla. We're gonna need a lot more YouTube.
We need to make some more YouTube
subscribers.
videos.
You're gonna have to hit like the 100,000 instead of just the 10,000, I think.
Instagram.
Okay.
We're doing it for the gram, people.
Yep. Hope Fitzwater says we're more normal than those sighted people. Hey, Hope. Look who's reading the comments here.
Yeah, but she wears contacts, and
I'm actually, yeah.
You should see how thick her glasses are. So she's one of us.
Kind of. I'm just correctable.
Yeah.
I guess Starbucks also has Braille.
Really? They have so many options. That would be a huge menu.
They really don't. Just people make their own.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
the menu itself isn't really that big. They just like they're allowed to like blend.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the name, but I'm going to go with Sai Umesh as asking, is seeing AI working in Android?
No, not yet. I haven't. Well, I should say I haven't checked in a while, but as far as I know, it's not on there yet. And I've talked with many of the developers, and even like the lead guy on the Microsoft team. And they say that it probably will not be coming to Android. I've heard lots of rumors about what's going on with it. Some people say it was just a test, that they're going to put it eventually out on HoloLens, and they're just testing it to see if it really works. Although a Microsoft representative said that it was rubbish. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. But there is another app that is on Android, and it may still be in beta, but it has basically the same features, the same channels as Seeing AI, and I'm going to be doing a video about that very soon.
According to Doug wants to know, are you going to dress up for Halloween?
Yes. I will Instagram that, definitely. I will Instagram my Halloween picture.
Sam loves an excuse to dress up.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I get to wear it to work, which is awesome.
Try and, in the comments, try and guess what his Halloween costume will be.
Yes.
I'm sure you won't guess it.
It's a historical figure, but not a famous one. It's kind of
and not a specific one.
It's like
a genre.
A genre,
figure.
Yes.
Hope Fitzwater wants to know, would you rather get a guide dog or keep your cane?
A guide dog.
Guide dogs are pretty awesome. But for me, if I needed a guide dog, I would definitely get a guide dog. I think they're great. They're amazing animals. We had a representative from Leader Dogs in Michigan come to our office last week, in fact, on my birthday, actually. She was there, and she did a presentation, and she had a dog, and they're just incredible. But as I said, with my vision impairment, I have peripheral, so I don't, I only have issues with curbs and steps and things like that, so I wouldn't really need a guide dog. For me, if I were to get a guide dog, it would just be because I really want an awesome dog, and that's not a good enough reason to take one of those dogs away from somebody that could really use it. Yeah. I qualify, but no, I wouldn't get one unless my vision got much worse.
I mean, it's a lot of responsibility too.
It is.
I mean, you know, you're taking on another life that you need to.
Yeah, and you're responsible for feeding and vet visits and all that, and bills and anything that happens to it, and you got to clean up the poop. And that's the number one question they get asked is, if you can't see the poop, how do you know where the poop is?
The dog shows you.
The dog shows you.
Jim Meyer. Oh, sorry.
It doesn't really with the front end. You have to follow the back end while it's going.
Okay. Jim Meyer says, funny story. I was at an event, was having trouble finding a room. I approached someone. I explained my situation, and the gentleman was shocked because he had Stargarts too. First person I met with it.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait,
Small world.
Well, honey, I'll tell you later. Someone said you should try to cosplay.
Yeah, I would love to. I don't know if I'm brazen enough to go walk around a crowd dressed like Hellboy or something like that.
He totally is. A couple years ago, he dressed up like Superman with his underwear outside of his clothes to represent it and ran around our court in front of our house. So yeah, he.
Plus, I used to be Santa Claus for the Christmas party we had every year. I was Santa.
Sai Umesh said Uber Eats accessibility is very good.
We've done Uber Eats at work a couple times. Yeah.
Excuse me. Maria Geronimo said, thank you for all the info. It helps a lot. My father has retinitis pigmentosa, and I've tried ideas that you have given here.
Good. I'm glad I could help.
Someone's guess is that you're going to be a knight with your cane as your trusty steed.
That would be good.
You're close, actually. It is medieval related.
Yeah, right time period.
Yep. But not a knight.
Okay, I think we're pretty caught up.
All right, guys. Well, I think we'll call it right there. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. And I don't remember the name. Do you remember the name?
I don't know. I didn't. Oh, Dina Autry.
Dina Autry. Yes, that's what it was.
Dina, or is it Dinah?
D-I-N-A?
Yeah.
D-I-N-A Autry. I'll put that information in the description down of this video. And once again, if
not one of the twins, is it? Dinah and.
It might be. If they do not get back to me, then the alternates will get an email from me or a message. Also, we'll let you know. But thank you guys, everybody who took part in the contest. Awesome. Thank you for that. Everybody who's in here right now watching the show, thank you for that and the questions and the comments. We really appreciate it. Thank you for 5 awesome years of The Blind Life, and looking forward to the future. 10K subscribers is just the beginning. I think we're already 10,150 or something, so it's only been a week.
I haven't looked lately.
Week and a half. So, thank you guys. Anything else? Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Some people are probably too young to even understand.
10,232.
Wow, 10,232.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, from my family to yours, thank you guys.
Bye.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Now we have to figure out how to turn this thing off. Everybody looks in.
I think it's S at the top right.
Do you want to? Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.